I go a little bit out of order. Jarrell was going to go first, but we're still waiting for him to log in, okay?
Oh, no problem. I'm pulling them up also.
Good to see everybody tonight. Thank you for coming.
Yay! Good to see everyone.
So I'll probably be looking everywhere. I have a few screens set up, but I'm a little bit out of order. Jarrell was going to go first, but we're still waiting for him to log in, okay?
Oh, no problem. I'm pulling them up also. I want everybody just to do your best, enjoy this time. It's not meant for you guys to feel super nervous. We're a community of support. So we are here to support you. So we're really looking forward to seeing your developments.
Great reminder, Monique.
Yes.
This is a celebration of your first 4 weeks of work.
Absolutely. I was so nervous in my first retro. I was like, once you do it, it's like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
Now everyone knows what to expect for the second retro. You guys did a really good job getting your slides in. I've been uploading them all day and they look beautiful. So thank you.
I just sent you her report card. It looks pretty good except for science.
Science.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's struggling. Yeah.
I can't even meet them because I don't know who it is.
She's way better than what she was earlier this year. So
Okay, you guys, we'll get started. Just out of respect, please make sure you're muted. But after the presentations, we could come off mute and give the entrepreneurs a round of applause. All right. So welcome to RMMFI's boot camp. This is Aurora Class 7, and we are going to cover our first retrospective. And tonight we'll be covering the marketing and operations pillars from the class. So just a real brief agenda. We're going to start with the announcements. We'll go over some of the rules of the retrospective, and then the entrepreneurs will do their presentations. And we also have an opportunity for everybody to join up in the breakout rooms, and you guys can give each other a little bit of feedback when we talk about the businesses. Hi, so here's the staff. You guys don't get to see everybody all of the time, but this is the crew that makes everything possible, and we wouldn't be able to do everything that we're able to do without this team. And I also can't forget our volunteers, the mentors, very special. Feel free to follow us. We're on all of the major platforms, social media. And again, Emily, I believe she shared a link for you guys to share with your families if they want to watch online as well.
Encourage them to follow us too, because we need more followers on YouTube. So
we do need more YouTube followers. So follow us on YouTube and then share the link with your family and friends. And also don't forget to sign up for our newsletter. And some of you guys might have heard about it, especially during the class, the entrepreneurs. But there's a lot of information, and hopefully you'll have an opportunity to be showcased in there as well. There's the link, and I can send it out later on as well. So don't forget to mark your calendars for our second retrospective. That'll be Wednesday, June 30th. So that's in about 4 weeks from now. And also we'll have the graduation on Thursday in July. That's on the 29th. So we'll just go over the rules of the retro. Tonight we're covering the marketing and operations pillars. And then later on we'll cover the financials and management. But these are the 4 pillars that we use to sustain your business. There's a term that we use at RMMFI called the big rocks. And it's just some of the major bullet points to cover as far as entrepreneurs' businesses are concerned. And you guys will see those tonight during the presentations. The target market, the right audience with the right message, the operation cycle, and my favorite part, the capital needs, that's that money. I think this is the toughest part, and this is on the entrepreneurs. The ability to do all 8 slides in 6 minutes is pretty tough when you're so passionate about your business, but hopefully we'll see everybody do their best. So obviously in a virtual format, the entrepreneurs will do the presentations and I'll control the slides. You guys can just feel free to prompt me when you want me to move on to the next slide. Monique will send in links to the scoring forms for the mentoring teams. And each entrepreneur has their own form, so please make sure that you're filling out the correct one. Depending on the order, we just have to be mindful of that. The links to the scoring forms will be posted in the chat for each presenter. Afterwards, we'll have the breakout session and you have an opportunity to speak with your entrepreneurs. It's a great chance to give back some of the feedback and just to share some suggestions and ideas. So all of the feedback should be high level, positive, honest. And also, this is an opportunity for you guys to earn up to $300 towards your launch loan eligibility. So just real quick, this is the presentation order. I'm not sure, has Jarrell had a chance to log in, Monique? Do you see him anywhere yet? Or Jarrell, are you here?
Let me see here.
I'm not seeing him.
Let me go ahead and try to connect with him real quick.
But as soon as he gets on, we'll fit him in. He has been having some personal difficulties at home, so just being mindful of that.
I'm not sure though, Romalis. I don't think if he's not here, he may not be here this evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Annette. Annette, are you ready?
As ready as I possibly can be. Let's get started.
Okay, just one quick second. I want you all to know I'm going to be timing everyone, and I'm going to send you a private note just indicating your 2-minute warning. Okay, it is hard to kind of check in, but just so you know that. Okay.
Thank you, Monique. Appreciate that.
No worries. I'm going to get this in the chat. The scoring link for Annette. Oops, I didn't put her name in. Annette. Okay.
And are we ready to go? Oh, okay. Let's get started, Romalis.
Okay, give me one moment. It looks like the slides are still loading.
Oh.
So I'm watching on my other screen here. So just give it a moment. When I stepped out to let you guys speak, I guess it kind of slowed down the process a little bit there. One more time.
I'm not sure if everybody has done a retro before, but if you are a community member here, a volunteer, a staff member, anybody who's coming, if you have the ability and want to and have the time to fill out some of the surveys for each entrepreneur, that'd be awesome. So that's what Monique sent, that like form. So entrepreneurs, you don't need to worry about it, but for the rest of us who are here, if we can click each one and go along and provide some feedback as we go, it's super helpful for the entrepreneurs afterwards, them and their teams will get all the feedback so that they can continue to work and grow and also hear the really good things that they do as well. So if everybody can click that link for Annette, that would be awesome.
Thank you, Emily.
All right, cool. We got some action.
There we go. You can go ahead and click through Romelis. There's a couple more clicks before. There we go. So hi guys, my name is Annette again. I am the founder of ABC and Services, which is Annette's AP Bookkeeping and Consulting Services. I'm looking to provide bookkeeping services for small businesses and nonprofit organizations. Next slide, please. You can hit that one more time. So what I found in my research for marketing environment, if you see that big number there, 653,000 small businesses that are 99.5% of Colorado businesses, which gave me a huge perspective on what is available to me in my business. If you see here, according to Forbes, Denver is the second best city to start small businesses as well in the US. So lots of fish in the ocean there for me to reach out and provide my services for them. One of my competitions that I found was virtual bookkeeping services. A lot of small businesses now are moving towards not having to have an employee in-house. And also software services like QuickBooks. There's also QuickBook Live that offers bookkeeping services, and it's going to be a big competitor for me as I'm moving into virtual bookkeeping services myself. So it's ABC Services' goal to provide small businesses the right packages that will provide smooth and effective processes for their bookkeeping. Next slide, please. So my target market, who is my ideal 4% customers and why? I put sorry, my screen is weird here. Entrepreneurs aging from 25 to 60, all in the Denver metro and surrounding areas. It could be new and old businesses, small businesses, idealistically. Monthly revenue starting at 20K and up. And next slide. They're all going to need assistance with financing. So that's what I am here for. Next slide is the 4 Ps and messaging. We have products that's managing payroll bills, receipts, organizations, running general reports, statement reconciliation, and financial consulting. My bottom line price is a fixed rate of 1 to 3% total revenue. My placement, once again, is the Denver metro area and surrounding areas. I live in Aurora, so that would be considered one of the surrounding areas. I put here, I just wanted to do a quick poll of who is excited and ready to do their own AP and bookkeeping services for their own businesses. If that's you, go ahead and chat, not I, and have no fear because ABC and Services is here to help you with your bookkeeping services. Next slide. Marketing action plan here, I'm planning on providing free content like YouTube videos, social media, of course, Facebook, IG. It's a great platform for my marketing action plan, referrals and networking, and partnering with CPAs and maybe accountants. Next slide. Operation Big Rocks, who I will be the sole operator of ABC and Services. What I will need is as simple as a computer, internet, my marketing tools, and then just the software. And where, once again, Denver Metro and surrounding What my operation cycle looks like is identifying and prioritizing items each day for my clients, prioritizing them, doing prep for that, addressing and completing those items, evaluating processes for possible efficiency upgrades, communicating with my clients of any discrepancies or updates, assess my business needs, implement my marketing action plan, and then updating and adjusting next day's workflows as needed. And capital needs, I think it's pretty simple, just computer, any upgrades that go with that, software, office supplies, high-speed internet, website, and marketing. And funding sources would be God. I am a true believer in him and have faith in him that he will help me through this, friends, family, and support, and my own investments. And next slide. And that is it. That's ABC and services.
Let's give Annette a round of applause.
Good job, Annette.
Woo! Woo!
Nice, Annette. Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Good job.
So just giving the mentoring team an opportunity to fill out the surveys. Annette, is there anything else you would like to share about your business or your experience with the boot camp?
They don't call it boot camp for nothing. I think one thing that I just wanted to share is I think my bookkeeping services are unique. I think I look outside of the box. And that's what I'm looking to do, is implement my creative ways of making businesses more efficient. And I've done it over the past decade, and I can continue to do that and bring my ideas to your business just to help it grow and be more efficient. And I'm really passionate about that. So that's what's unique about my business.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, so hopefully all of the mentoring teams have had an opportunity to fill out the survey. We're going to keep moving forward, and we have Crystal. She's up next. Crystal, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
Want to start now?
go ahead. It's your show.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Crystal Wells. I'm a disabled entrepreneur, and I'm the CEO and head baker of Costelli's Gourmet Bakery. I make the best biscotti you'll find anywhere. And upon launching in the fall of 2021, I will provide my fresh, preservative-free gourmet biscotti to Denver Metro coffee shops who share my passion for inclusivity, togetherness, and community. In addition to delivering a premium product and outstanding client and customer service, my mission through Costelli's Gourmet Bakery is to promote handicap-accessible spaces and highlight small businesses who care about making a positive impact in our community. Next slide. Thanks. If you can't wait till the fall to try my goodies, right now you can create a free member account on my website, Costelli'sGourmetBakery.com, and I'll email you my current biscotti menu, and we'll place an order to be shipped to your Colorado home or business. And while you're there, make sure to sign up for Costelli's VIP birthday club and email newsletter so you can get some free goodies during your month of birth. Now, as far as the market environment, biscotti's long and narrow shape and crunchy texture makes it the world's most dunkable cookie. I would argue that biscotti is coffee's truest best friend, and it makes an excellent pairing for tea as well. So naturally, wherever coffee is or a cup of tea, that's where biscotti wants to be. Lucky for us, the coffee scene in the Denver metro area is hopping. Time and time again, Denver has made it into the top 10 out of 100 best US cities for coffee lovers. There are 890 coffee shops in the city of Denver alone, and I'm aiming for the entire metro area. There are about 3.2 million people in the Denver metro. I don't know how many of those people drink coffee or tea, but let's just consider how likely it is that you or someone you know drinks coffee or tea at least occasionally. The market is huge. I do have some competition. There's a couple local bakeries who specialize in biscotti. They seem to operate more so wholesale, so they don't have much engagement with their consumers as far as social media and content goes. There's a larger local bakery that makes biscotti, but they make a bunch of other things too, so they don't specialize in it. And any companies like Costco, you know, the bigger guys that offer biscotti don't have much of a variety, and they don't really, you know, the packaging isn't really meant for coffee shops. It's more so like boxes for home. Castelli Gourmet Bakery is the only bakery in Denver Metro who specializes in preservative-free, never frozen biscotti, whose brand is rooted in community and inclusivity. Next slide. My retail customers are going to be ordering my biscotti through my website to be shipped or picked up at one of the local coffee shops I'm associated with. And they're either looking for a high-end gift for a loved one, business associate, or friend, or they're having a small gathering like a book club meeting or bridal shower and need a premium treat to serve with the beverages that they're providing. My prospective wholesale clients are Denver Metro's premium coffee and tea shops. The relationship I want with my wholesale clients is not typical. I don't just want to sell you my treats and wish you luck on my way out the door. Be like, all right, see you when you run out. But we'll talk about that more on the next slide. My target wholesale clients offer premium beverages and goodies, and the food they serve is sourced locally whenever possible. They care about creating a positive experience for every customer that comes in, regardless of race, occupation, lifestyle, abilities, or anything. And they are handicap accessible, or can at least be accommodating for anyone who comes in with a disability. They care about our local community and would love to join in on a collaborative effort to invite our disabled community members out to enjoy what we're offering. Next slide. So I have a work background in customer service, and I was really good at it. So I care a lot about having a meaningful relationship with my wholesale clients, and I also care about their customers' experience. So together, I'm hoping to make a positive difference in our community together. By sending you a fresh batch of biscotti every 1 to 2 weeks, you can be confident that your customers are eating their treats while they're still prime in flavor and crunch. Because I want to set you up to be successful. We can work together to determine the best means of display. I will definitely promote your shop to my audience, and we can have sales goals and analytics meetings as we need to, and even plan special campaigns to boost sales and raise awareness for our shared causes. Also, my retail customers will be able to buy my biscotti from my website and select to either have it shipped to them or pick up their order from the local coffee shop associated with me, driving more traffic to partner locations. Next slide. All right, my marketing action plan, when it comes to my wholesale clients, I plan to just reach out personally to each and every one, because you know, every conversation is going to be a little bit different, and I really, like I just got done saying, I want our relationship to be something real and not just I drop it off and good luck. I am definitely considering having a promotional trial pricing for the new clients, just getting on board. As far as my retail clients, I want to have content both in blog form and video form. Just with any type of information that might help them with a gathering that they're having, entertaining, really, hospitality, as well as some content that will boost attention to other local businesses and artisans. And social media is going to definitely be something that I use to engage with my audience as well. Next slide. Okay, what I need to launch is going to be a commercial kitchen that I would rent, on an hourly or shift basis. I need to get a wholesale food license through the city of Denver. I need to buy some additional kitchen supplies so that I'll be able to handle making a lot more biscotti at one time versus working from my home kitchen. And I already have internet and phone access and a website, but those are necessary to what I'm doing. I will be in charge of getting the materials and supplies, managing marketing and sales, preparing the materials and supplies as well. I'd like to hire 1 to 2 employees to help me with making the biscotti and delivering it to wherever it needs to go. And of course, my wholesale clients are a big part of everything that I'm doing. They're definitely a big rock for me. The food prep, production, and packaging will take place in the commercial kitchen. Most of the purchases I make for ingredients, packaging, labeling, shipping supplies, and whatnot can be done online. That's how I've been doing it so far, just ordering it online. So I can do that as well as social media posting, content creation, and all that from home. And then, of course, the deliveries and in-person meetings that I have with clients will be done on their site. Next slide. So this is the basics of my operation cycle, starting with reviewing this week's wholesale and retail orders and payments, making sure I've got the payments for whatever orders have come in. And then I'll check on all my inventory, make sure I have all the packaging, labeling, and ingredients that I need to fulfill the orders. If I don't, I'll order some more. And then I'll do all the prep work I can do up until the last minute that I can start baking. So I want my customers and clients to get the goodies as fresh as possible. So I make all the goodies, and then I get them to where they need to go. And then afterwards, I'll follow up with the client or customer, make sure that everything came out okay.
Excuse me, Crystal, I don't want to interrupt, but we are over time. So if you can kind of like summarize each slide the best way you can there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then update my records. Next slide. Here are the capital needs I'll need for launch. The commercial kitchen does have a deposit, which is just a one-time deposit. It will probably be $670. And then there's the wholesale license fees. I would like, 1 month of part-time employee wages. And like I said earlier, the kitchen supplies. And my funding sources that I have right now are going to be the microloan through RMMFI, and the first client's purchases will help pay for my starting costs as well. And that's it.
Thank you, Crystal. We appreciate it. And I mentioned before, it's tough. It's tough to do it in 6 minutes when everyone's so passionate about their businesses. But I definitely understand.
Let's give you a round of applause. Nice work.
Good job.
That was awesome.
Good job, Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail and a lot of hard work that goes into a business. Trying to summarize it sometimes can be tough. But I just want to give our mentoring team another opportunity to fill in the surveys. And then we will move forward to the next entrepreneur. and that should be Jewel. Jewel, are you going to be ready? See?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay. Hi, my name is Jewel, and I am the owner and manager of Busy Bees Housekeeping Services. Children make mess, and there are no messes that's too small or too big that we won't clean to give mom time with her honey and save dad money. We offer standard and deep clean services and seasonal yard cleaning. We do our part to make sure that we do our part in making sure that we use eco-friendly products to preserve the planet. That's right, and make sure we use eco-friendly. Please feel free to contact us today in regards to our promotions on seasonal cleaning and event cleaning. Schedule an appointment with us today to take advantage of our free estimates. Please feel free to contact us at 720-809-4340. Email us at busybees17@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Next slide, please.
Wait, before we keep going, the link didn't work. That was in the chat.
Just a second, just one
Yeah.
moment.
I just want to make sure all of us mentors can follow along with you while you talk. So give us 1 second.
Give me a
You're getting a lot of good feedback in the chat already, Jewel. Good job.
Thank you.
It's been updated.
Okay. Jewel, if you want to continue.
Okay. According to Global Newswire, the use of professional cleaning service marketing since COVID-19 has expanded the growth of 6% in 2021 all the way to 2026. Also, according to Global Newswire, green cleaning products are harmless with great health effects on the body. Also, during COVID-19, the professional cleaning industry has received wages up to $4 billion by the end of the forecast period. Next slide, please. My target customers are busy families. According to research, ever since COVID-19, it has been difficult to handle childcare during COVID-19 for parents. According to CNBC, 9.8 million working mothers, are suffering from burnouts. So this is why my cleaning service will be beneficial to helping families during these times. Next slide, please. My 4 Ps. My 4 Ps are basically my service. What my service offers is more cleaning services. I don't even call myself a cleaning service because cleaning service and housekeeping are 2 different things. Housekeeping gives a more wide-ranging service. Basic cleaning service, you're just covering standard and deep cleaning. I plan on doing more than that. Also, my pricing. My pricing is different compared to regular cleaning services. One of my competitions is Molly Maids. Molly Maids, they charge you 10 cents a square foot. I'm offering 45 square feet at $35 an hour. So I'm basically charging the hourly rate. And then some cleaning companies do not clean any house that is bigger than 45 square feet. Also, my target areas would be mainly Colorado. I really want to expand out from Colorado Springs to Denver. So that's my main goal. And my promotion would be basically to let it be known that, you know, there's no mess that we won't clean due to the fact of everything going on right now and busy moms and working from home, that we are here basically to not only give you time with your family, but also to provide a service that is needed. Next slide. Marketing action, social media. Social media to me is free advertisement. You know, when you're starting a business, you want to try to save as much money as possible because your first year or your first few years, your money is going into your business. So you don't really have much to spend on certain things. So take advantage of the free advertising, like Facebook. Facebook will be good for free advertising. Also, it will be good for marketing because people like blogs. So that would be one of the places that I would put my blogs. Another one is my business platforms, things like care.com or Handy Pros or Thumbtack. Those are good because it basically reaches my target audience. I utilized those platforms before and they work perfectly for my business. Also, vendoring. Vendoring is reaching out to my customers. That's basically giving me a chance to meet and greet with them. Word of mouth. That was another thing that worked very well with me because when I provide a good service, I get word of mouth to my customers. Also, when I promote them with good discounts on services for promoting me through or giving me customers through another person. You know, that works very perfect for me. Next slide, please. My big rocks. My big rocks are who, which would be me and employees, because, you know, you can't run a business without your employees. So I definitely need to hire people to come and help me run the business because as it expands, I'm going to need more than just myself. Also, what would be cleaning supplies. I need to make sure that I have cleaning supplies and the Colorado area, and how am I doing this? Because my want starts to outweigh my need. I want to have more time to be a mom and do family things. Next slide, please. My circle, my operation circle. Well, my operational circle basically revolves around, you know, meeting my client first, greeting myself, letting them be comfortable with meeting someone in person because they're letting me into their home. Also, making sure that I build a cleaning plan that revolves around the things that they need, not just the things that my company gives. Also, making sure that I book service with them, make sure I'm stocked on supplies, make sure we show up on time, make sure we provide a service that will give us 5 stars. Also, at the end of our service, I want to provide a checklist that goes over the things that we did to let them know that, yes, this is the service that we provided to you. And to also, when the service is done and payment is received, to give a thank you card, and also with the thank you card, have on the back for reviews to let us know what we need to improve. And that's it. Oh, totally forgot about the capital. The capital that to start this, just the basic starting of this, would be the cleaning supplies would be around 400 because, like I said, it's just to start off. And then the business insurance, because, you know, you want to make sure you have insurance within going into people's homes. The business insurance would be about $60. Also, business documents, because I want to make sure that I have an agreement with my company and I want to make sure that my business has an LLC. So to make sure that everything legally is taken care of would run me, the basics would run me about 100. And my support system would be to have another job because we know that it takes money to make money, bank loans, and also making investments. And thank you guys very much. Look forward to the feedback.
All right, everybody.
Woo, great job. Woo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great job, Jewel. Thank you. And it sounds like you have some experience. What are you doing differently this time? What did you learn from the past?
What I'm doing differently this time is I'm adding more to my services. I'm learning that I can't do it all on my own. So to hire people, because, you know, the whole supply and demand. So it's like, okay, you're getting more of a demand now. So what are you going to do to serve this demand?
Beautiful. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
So next up, excuse me, we have Janisa. Janisa, you look ready.
I'm ready. Good evening, everybody. Hello. I am Janisa Ripley. I am the owner and operator of Rhema Physique and Contouring. This is a non-invasive body contouring with a holistic approach. So if you need to lose weight, get into shape in a non-surgical way, I'm doing this in a holistic manner and making sure that we're taking care of all clients from the inside out. So you can reach me at 480-212-3168 and on all social media platforms. Next slide. So my market environment. So just to give you a little tidbit, body contouring in a totality, surgically and non-surgically, by 2024 is going to reach over $9 billion. Can you imagine that? So for me, that means there's room for everybody to eat at the table. So there are 74 surgical and non-surgical providers in Denver. Keyword, surgical and non-surgical. Now, in what I'm doing, there's others that are doing like cool sculpting, which is not what I'm doing, but there are about 3 providers who are very similar to Rhema. But Rhema, what's going to set me apart is serving the whole person. So doing this holistically, nutrition and a holistic naturopathic doctor. So we're going to take care of the whole person from the inside out. Next slide. So my target customer is women ages 30 to 55. So I'm figure by this time, 30 to 55, you're settled in your career, maybe you're married, you've had some kids. So you want to get back in shape because life has happened to us all. You're a professional whose average salary is $60,000 and above. You are health conscious, aware of your body imaging, love to spend money on anything beauty. You like to get your hair done, nails done, gym memberships, Botox, you name it, that's the person that I want. Next slide. The 4 P's in my messaging. Sorry, this is smaller than it originally was. So the product is the 1-hour body contouring with a radio frequency cavitation machine. Now, what this machine does is it literally, you roll over the stomach, you'll feel a little vibration, and it literally melts the fat from within. And what happens from there is you drain it from your lymphatic system. And then it's followed by wood therapy tools that help eliminate that fat, and also it shapes your body. So the pricing for this will be $160 for large areas. For example, your legs in a small area would be $110 for a small area, which would be a chin and your neck. And then there will also be packages because truthfully, you will need more than just a one-time. You will probably need 4 or 5 treatments. The placement, I would like to be in an area where there's other businesses, preferably maybe health, a gym, if not a residential area. Promotion is going to be word of mouth and social media. Next slide. So my marketing action plan is social media first and foremost, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So if you have a picture of somebody that I've done before and thereafter, like I said, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Word of mouth, free services. I'm willing to get about 4 or 5 people to bring them in, give them free services, but the catch is they will have to post on social media and hand out cards for me, but word of mouth. Hours of operation, I'm going to do later hours. That way people who are working a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6, they'll be able to come on in, 6, 7, I'll stay as late as probably 9, maybe 10 on a special event. And they will be able to DM me for a consultation and not just reaching out on my website. Next slide. So operations, my big rock. The who is yours truly. It's me. I run every function within Rhema. I am your lawyer. I'm my own lawyer, janitor, provider, service, accountant. I am everything. The what is I need PPEs because I'm working in close proximity with each person. Waivers for the procedures. That way they really know exactly what they're getting into. And I want them to read through everything so that way they're signing. And therefore I need insurance as well. I need my LLC and I need advertisement. The where is Denver, Colorado, but I would say surrounding areas as well. Next slide. So my operation cycles. So I will start with the DM for the consultation. And from there, it will be the consultation, which could be through Zoom or it could be in person. And that's important because what I don't want to do is make sure that the person is a good candidate, because if I feel like they're not, I will refer them somewhere else. So the consultation is really big for me. And then once I decide that they are a good candidate, they can book through Vargo. And after Vargo, Vargo will actually also send them out reminders. And then I'll have the appointment with the client, give them an amazing service. I'm going to collect a payment with the Square Reader. I'm actually going to add in, take before and after pictures if they allow me. I need a consent for that as well. Hopefully they'll allow me to take before and after pictures. And then I'm going to clean my area and prepare for the next person. Next slide. So my capital needs will be a down payment for the space. I'm looking for something, a small space is usually about $500. So that'll be, they usually want first and last month's rent. My website is 50, my LLC is 50. Social media marketing, which I am going to break up into, you can go as big or small as you want to, but I'm decided to divide it up into Instagram for $100 and Facebook for $100. That way I can get a really good reach. And PPE supplies and cleaning supplies, because we are still in a pandemic. And even if we weren't in a pandemic, it's still dealing with people and their body fluids. So I would definitely want to invest in that. So my total is $1,425. The funding source will be RMMFI loan and my personal investment, which I've already invested in with the equipment. And I think that that is it for me.
Woo, great
All
job.
right. Thank you.
Woo! Good
That
job.
was awesome.
Very nice.
Matter of fact and direct to the point. Just real quick, Janisa, you seem very passionate about this. What inspired you to get into this industry?
Well, I will share with everybody. I know I look like I'm 21, but at 46, I am going through perimenopause. And so I was having a hard time finding, working out. I've done every boot camp, every kickboxing class, every diet you could think of. And so this was incorporating with the holistic. I found that this was a good way to do it without having to go under the knife. So I'm just passionate about the entire person. But I find, and another reason why I'm passionate is I run into a lot of women, younger and older, they're dealing with self-imaging issues. And I have a heart for women. And it's just another way to really help.
Thank you very much. Your passion shows. Okay, we are going to move on to our next entrepreneur, Marviana. Marviana, are you ready?
I'm here. Ready is something different. All righty, everybody. Thank you for your time and your attention. My name is Marviana. I'm the creator at Ajabu Accessories. I can be found, or you can order my earrings off of my email, which is ajabuaccessories1@gmail.com, or I can be reached by phone 720-296-0866, or on my Instagram page. Next slide. My market environment. This is where I want to belong in my own market. Etsy and is something that is just a little bit too commercial for me. I would like to stay more exclusive. So I wouldn't consider Etsy, I would consider Etsy my biggest competition because of the original crafts that they have on there. Boutiques, there are a lot of small businesses in Denver that do offer the earrings that I some of the earrings that I make, but none of the uniqueness of my earrings. Pop-up vendors, there will be other vendors that do sell jewelry in the events that I go to, such as, for example, First Friday Jazz, or I won't be there, but this is an example, Juneteenth, and various other places around Denver and the metro area. The advantages of Ajabu accessories is that my jewelry goes out in a collection, mostly one-of-a-kind items, unique shapes and designs. They're all handcrafted, and I love doing it. It really means a lot to me. Next slide. My target customer. My target customer started off being my little sister. She just enjoys my earrings so much that she encouraged me to make the earrings, and she said that I could sell them. So with her, I started the business, and she's one of my first customers. She is between the ages of 12 and 60, who I'm gearing my items towards or my products toward. She is a school teacher, so she falls into the category of a businesswoman or an essential worker. Being a school teacher, you always need to be uplifted and empowered dealing with other people's children. So that worked very well for her when she started supporting me in my business. Most women enjoy wearing unique, one-of-a-kind pieces of jewelry. Ajabu can experience a great feeling all day. They can go from evening wear. Oh, this is evening wear, and this is just everyday empowerment wear. I plan on developing a long-lasting relationship with most of my customers. Next slide. Okay, again, my 4 Ps or my product is the handcrafted earrings. The average price for my earrings would be $30, and that's kind of a mid-range because there are some that are more affordable for the students and the essential workers that I plan to gear my market towards. I plan to promote myself and my placement to be in cultural events, such as some rallies, Black Lives Matters, different things like that, arts festivals. Promotion. To promote Ajabu accessories, I am going to create a loyalty program to where you can get earrings on your birthday for free, or after you buy 15 pair, you get a pair for free. Next slide. What actions and tactics will I use to get my message and my leads to my customers? Sorry about my cameras. I'm getting a bad internet connection. I'm going to develop a active Instagram presence. I'm only going to use Instagram because I want to stay exclusive. So if I send out a message saying that I have 2 or 3 different collections available in the week, once they're gone, they are gone. I plan to pass out business cards at the events that I attend. Also, with those business cards, if you follow me to my next event, you will be able to return that business card to me and get a discount on your earrings. I'll send out regular text alerts. Next slide. Now my 4 big rocks. I will be the main producer, of the artwork or the earrings that come from Ajabu Accessories. Also, I will be doing all of the marketing on my own. I will be creating a consistent collection of earring inventory so that I have fresh and vibrant earrings, at least 2 different collections a week. I will develop a strong cohort of customers to where my following on Instagram will be fun and vibrant and empowering. I will set up my bank account and also the how I'm going to get paid, my point of sales options. I need to work on that some. Some of my items can be picked up where I am at the event, but I would like to be able to mail out some of my earrings. Again, I will be at festivals, rallies, BLM supported events, email, Instagram. I will be out and be able to be found. I'm going to build long-lasting relationships with local women and Black-owned businesses so that I can support the community that supports me. How will I do that? I need to purchase tables and chairs and coverings for the festivals that I will be at, establish Ajabu as a brand, something that when you hear my name, you just automatically think miraculous. Good feeling. Next slide. My activity cycle. Finding high quality supplies. The wood, I use a lot of cherry wood, and sometimes, well, here lately it's been getting kind of expensive. So I need to shop around and find different vendors so that I can get my supplies. Creating the earrings, finding time to create my earrings on a regular basis. I still need to get my licensing, my LLC. I need to find out if I have to have a peddler's license so that when I go to these events, am I required to have that licensing? Selling and talking to my customers, maintaining a loyalty program so that I can have return customers. Networking with other businesses to build strong relationships, and maintaining my Instagram presence. That's where I'm going to make most of my money off of my collections. And then with the help of Annette, we can get my books and my auditing done. Next slide. What I'm going to need to get started, my overhead is so minimal, and my revenue can be so great. Over 29 million people purchase jewelry every day. I want some of that. That's a nice little pie. It's a nice little piece. I can yield anywhere from 25 to 75% with because of the low overhead. I need to maintain earring inventory. I need to get the tables and chairs in tent. The funding would come through, my funding sources would come through from myself, my family, and possibly the loan from RMMFI. And finally, again, you can reach me at ajabuaccessories1@gmail.com. My phone number is 720-296-0866. And I can be reached on Instagram at Miss Marvelous 920.
All right, great presentation. If you guys want to come off mute and give her a hand.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, look in the chat. You have some really great comments. And also, you mentioned Ajabu. That's a very unique name. Is there any significance behind that?
My nickname is Marvelous, and Ajabu is marvelous in Swahili. And so it's just a little play on words for myself. And because I really do think my earrings are marvelous.
All right, great. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right. we're going to move on to our next entrepreneur, and that's Pablo with Wingbo. Pablo, whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so my name is Pablo and I'm with Wingbo, an online image improvement company specialized on online dating apps. Wingbo helps you understand your needs and wants when approaching new relationships and teach you how to present your best self. We believe that by getting you to know yourself better, you will get more and better matches. So next, please. My market environment. First, this is an environment that is growing, that is estimated that by 2024, it will grow to 8.4 billions. And what I really like of this company and this market is that there aren't many competitors out there. And out of the competitors that I have, none offer a low cost service. So I believe there's a good chance that they're gonna make a breakthrough in this market. Next, please. My target customer. In the beginning, I would like to try to offer my services to people between 30 and 50 years old, but eventually I would like to try other segments. I'm gonna leverage that I speak Spanish and English, so I'm going to use both markets, but I'll also eventually would like to try and see what are the segments of people over 50 years old. Maybe there's people that have never used an online dating app and they will need help getting to know the etiquette on how to get into those apps and how to use them. So there's a lot of sub-segments that I could potentially target. Next. Thank you. For my 4 Ps, again, this is a company that will help you improve your image. I will help you find out your wants, your needs. It will make you better when you're approaching a relationship. It will be affordable because the idea is that this is gonna be a website or an app or a combination of both, where it will be automatic predetermined text that will help you create like bios or give you tips on how to create better pictures. And I really like my promotions where it says like, we will offer affordable, convenient, and quick improvements that will help you present your best self online. Thank you. My market action plan. On this one, I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun because I used to work with a sports anchor at a TV network. So I would like to use his pool of followers for him to help me drag customers to my service. I know a little bit about Google ads, creating ads and online marketing, so I would like to use that. And if I can, I know Tinder, Bumble, and other online dating apps, they provide the opportunity to have ads within those apps. So that will be the perfect place to place my ads. Because that's the people that are actively looking for a new relationship, and they would like most likely to get in better and higher quality of matches. Next, please. On my operations or big blogs. So again, I'm going to create a web or an app, and this is going to be where the majority of the work is going to be. Thankfully, everything is going to be online. I won't have to have a place like an office to receive customers. Everything is going to be online. The app is going to be available in the app stores, both for Android and for Apple. And it will be easy for most people to access it. The thing that I really need the most to understand or work is how to create automated services that can improve people's online. And that's where I've been working. And in this part, I'm gonna start, I'll run some pilots, grabbing some people just to see what their feedbacks, and eventually if that works, I will ask them for reviews. my operation cycles, I'm just gonna point out two activities that I think that are really good, the 4th and the 6th. And those both are specifically directed to, for me to check what is happening with the app and the website to make sure that I offer the best message to my customer and keep improving it for them to feel the better value out of it. And my last slide, this is what I have, what I believe is going to be the total cost of creating the app, the website, hosting in it, and creating marketing elements to bring or draw customers. But I also want you to point out that thankfully, because I'm a CU Denver student, I can also apply for some grants, which I will in the fall or spring of next year. And that's me. That's Pablo with Wingbo.
All right, Pablo, thank you for the presentation. It looks like you have a much needed business if you check the chat there.
Yes, I will.
Good job, Pablo.
Ooh, yeah, we give him a round of applause.
Great job.
I think I'm very strong on my why and the type of service that I want to offer. I just need to work better on how I'm going to deliver my service to the people, the customers.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
So we're going to move on to our next entrepreneur, Shahada. And she's done a very good job on just balancing personal life and boot camp, as well as everybody else. I know it could be a struggle. That's something I struggle with myself. But whenever you're ready, we're ready for you.
All right. My name is Shahada Iman. I'm the owner and operator of Amala Beauty and Beyond LLC, a full service beauty salon, wellness and education center. Amala Beauty is a one-stop salon experience with a variety of beauty and wellness services and a private suite. I offer educational courses as well to assist the community with regular hair care maintenance, as well as professional courses for beauty professionals. My target audience is women, parents, men in the Aurora, Denver, Colorado metro area. I offer a variety of services where the client can get complete care without the need to find a multitude of service providers. I also service the underrepresented needs of natural and curly hair patrons, typically of African American descent. Customers, of course, can contact me at my website at www.amalabeautyandbeyond.com, where you can find my social media contacts, as well as the phone number and the booking app. Next slide. Amala Beauty is currently located in the Aurora metro area, near the city center and adjacent to all major thoroughfares like I-225, Alameda and Mississippi, and adjacent to Chambers Avenue and near the light rail. Aurora has a population of almost 389,000 people, and 16% of that population is African American, which is a good draw for me. My competition is your major hair care providers, such as franchisees like Great Clips or Floyd's or Supercuts, as well as established cosmetologists in the area. I'm starting from the ground up, so I'm not very well known, but that gives me a good pool of people to draw from, because the needs are vast. Not all of those salons or those places currently service all the clients that I would be able to service. My potential partners and suppliers include booking apps. Currently, I'm using StyleSeat, which is a place where people can find my pricing menu, what services I offer, as well as they can book and see my calendar. And then also professional beauty supply vendors and local vendors who specialize in natural hair care products. Basically, the salon, the the advantage of it is it provides a one-stop shop. So if you need your nails done and your hair, you don't have to go to two different people. You can come to me and I can bundle that service and, you know, take care of that for you as well. Next slide. My target customer, my 4% will be mainly working women ages 30 plus who are parents, and also men, especially men who have natural hairstyles such as braids, and they want to keep up their grooming and that kind of thing. And then people who are frontline workers, who are military personnel, who are in management, who work in the office and need to keep up their appearance daily. They live in and around Arapahoe, Denver, and Adams counties. And then again, I specialize in people who have curly and sometimes particularly difficult coarse hair that can be hard to color or manipulate. Next slide. The 4 Ps in my brand experience, I offer a service that that targets people who are sometimes left out of the conversation when we're talking about hair. Black hair care for itself currently is at about $2.5 billion. And then it has a potential of $1.5 trillion in the years to come. So it's a big industry, whether it's purchasing hair care products or just getting the services needed to take care of your hair. Within that, there's not a whole lot of education for continuing professionals who deal with difficult types of hair. Of course, you can get a course that'll teach you how to cut hair, but you learn that in school. But how do you do a weave? You know, how do you get extra hair that you didn't have last week? And knowing what to do and not what to do, and getting the credit for it recognized by the state to continue your license. My pricing is affordable for the typical family that makes over $55,000 a year. And I like to keep it that way just so I don't have to be a superstar level pricing just to, you know, make sure that people are taken care of and they don't feel like it's untouchable to look good and great every day. Right now, clients can conveniently book me, as I said, on the styleseat.com booking site. I'm considering using another one that will be a little bit better. It also helps me market as well. So that's why the booking sites are very good. And then for promotions, I plan on creating an authentic buzz by passing out business cards and such, and then offering referral rewards program to my current customers. So if they refer clients to me, then I can give them a free haircut or something of that nature, or maybe some free product. And then I'm also planning on creating some retail products for myself, namely a body scrub. Next slide. For my marketing action plan, I plan to consistently post on social media platforms, create promotions surrounding holidays and high revenue services, and then to acquire a booth at summer festivals and offer consultations or quick demonstrations while I'm at that booth, and then also sell my signature body scrubs. I also want to offer gift cards and certificates for customers who want to give them to family and friends for gifts as well. Next. And in my operation cycle, I've already secured a location. So I am trying to make sure that the rent is paid, that I have supplies on hand to conduct all the services that I need to complete, keep up with regular advertising, utilizing my booking app to maximize, time management and that sort of thing. And then also the booking app also helps me market online. So when people look for Black hair care or what have you, that booking app might pop up because I'm categorized as someone who offers different services. So whether it's color or it's a haircut or what have you, I will have more areas of service that people will be able to delve into, and this booking app will have more of a web presence because they're a bigger name, so to speak, and they put more marketing dollars towards that. And then again, organizing my calendar to fit into my professional and my personal scheduling tasks. And then I take regular client inquiries to see, what they need and what they're trying to accomplish, and perform those services for them. And then once they're done, ask them for reviews and also referrals, and ask them to rebook their service. Because of course, repeat customers is what's going to generate a lot of revenue initially. The big rocks to deliver my service and products will be, I'm the sole person responsible for any deliverables, such as acquiring materials and supplies for the business. I'll utilize various marketing resources to grow the business. And then business activities will be conducted in the Aurora, Colorado salon suite that I'm renting in Aurora. And then if, I do some when I get to the point of I can do educational things, we'll need to either outsource to conference rooms, or potentially lease a space that will accommodate the courses. Capital needs initially, major costs would be working capital. I want to be able to make sure as I'm ramping up, as I'm generating buzz for the business and getting new clients, I can take care of the lease, take care of inventory for the products that I need to complete the services. Advertising, I'd like to do that on a bigger level, just because I'm newer to the area, so I'm not well known, and I think more marketing dollars will help me get my name out and generate that the attention to my business. And then additionally, I want to do some training that will help me be an instructor for the continuing education classes for the professionals in the beauty industry. And then also add on to services that have a consistent high dollar revenue. And then I'll also need licensing for the school portion to offer the training to other beauty professionals. And that'll cost me around, give or take, $30,000 to complete all of that. And funding resources that I'm planning on are MMFI, crowdfunding, loans, and credit cards. And I am Amala Beauty and Beyond, and I can be reached on all social media platforms at amalabeautyandbeyond.com.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause.
Great job.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Shahada, a real quick question. I wasn't sure if you covered this or not, but I remember in class you mentioning actually wanted to teach people who had adopted children of color as well on how to care for their hair.
Yeah, I want to reach out to the biracial community. I always find, as a matter of fact, I went to the dentist, and the dentist is of Indian descent, but they have super curly hair. And then we know that there are some people who are Caucasian or whatever that adopt Black children, and they just don't know what to do with the curly, coily hair. So, I'm very much into not only if you're my client, I want to give you the hairstyle, but I also want to teach you how to maintain it. So when you get back to me, it doesn't have to be a whole mess, and it doesn't have to cost you more. It should be efficient. It should be something that you can like and not hate and what have you. And then, seeing the little kids go to school, I want them to feel confident in themselves, especially when they don't have that representation right in front of them. And I want the parents to feel like they can also pass that along. So yes, that is part of the training as well.
I appreciate that. That's a very unique value. So very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. And for our next entrepreneur, we have Zyra. Zyra, are you ready?
Hi, guys. 1 second. Let me just, there we go. And there you go. Almost lost it. All right. Sounds good. Hi, everyone. So my name is Zyra, and I'm the owner of Zircon Contracting. So being in the construction industry, I am a little unique. First of all, I'm a first generation Hispanic millennial woman. Y hablo español. Stereotypically in construction, you would expect me to be doing the cleaning, but not necessarily owning the company. So this has been like a unique experience, and I have realized that my uniqueness is actually what can bring the most value to my clients, and discovering that in the way that I can make myself a more valuable asset to whatever project I'm brought upon. So yeah, I'm a post-construction commercial cleaning company. Next slide. So I don't need to tell you, if you live in Denver, you already know the construction is booming. And lucky for me, all construction projects need construction clean. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So lucky for me, I also clean the interiors. So my business is weatherproof and guaranteed year round. And again, it's the number 4 in moving destination for the United States, and it looks like it's not going to stop anytime soon. So I can expect this to be a continuing trend. And although there are a lot of cleaning companies in Denver, their focus isn't always on post-construction clean, and that's where I can come in. When I was researching, a lot of companies had a lot of services, focused in residential and commercial, or just were not as niche as I was. And I think for my target audience, that's what would be making me more valuable, is my niche post-construction commercial clean. And next slide. And for my target customer, my focus is big general contracting companies, those that make upwards of around 800 million of annual revenue. And although I work with supervisors and field engineers of all types, more than anything, I just want to be valuable, and I'm the most valuable to the clients who are flexible, communicative, and who can most benefit from my biliteracy, which is like the reading and speaking in Spanish. Sometimes a lot of the miscommunication or frustration on job sites happens between the subcontractors and their employees and the general contractors and their management, because of the language barrier. So if I can provide that bridge, I think I'd be able to really help out the contractor and management on site. So the 4 Ps. The message that I have for contractors is, when you're done dealing with unreliable subs or running behind schedule, please give me a call and I'll give you back your peace of mind. I think that's, oh, sorry, yeah, there you go. I think that's the part where I find myself most proud of what I do. Yeah, we're post-construction commercial cleaning. And in cleaning, that's the last part of the project. We're supposed to leave the turnkey ready for the owner. If we're not doing our job, then the owner isn't getting their project turned over, and then the general contractor is the one that has to face the owner on that. So that's the message I have for contractors. In regards to price, it kind of just depends based on the manpower needed, the scope of the project, and the time needed to complete the project. Typically, it's around 5 days, give or take, not always consecutive. And I'm in the Denver metro area. Next slide. So I do prefer to do most marketing in person. However, I do plan on using Google Ads to help contractors find me. And after getting some exposure and contacts via Google Ads, I will make sure to make the rest of the relationship in person. So far, I've done a lot of job site visits, dropping off business cards. But however, I've noticed a lot of my competitors were doing bids and already delivering a completed bid. And I think that is something that I should really invest in, and taking that extra little time to create the bid, and that way make it easier for the contractor to, just, give me the job, or make it easier for him to see what I do and how much it would cost. Networking, again, in my field of work, customer base, I only need maybe 2 or 3 really solid contractors that could keep me busy year round. So I really need to focus on establishing that relationship. And so networking would be a very big thing for me. For my big rocks, basically I do all the things. So I do the contracting, the marketing, and administration. However, the only thing I don't do is deliver the actual product, which is the cleaning itself. So something that for me is very important is having that solid employees to fill the job, that manpower capacity. That's the biggest thing, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter everything I do before and post. If I can't clean a building, then what am I here for? I am mostly in the Denver metro area. However, I'm also willing to travel along some areas in the Front Range, depending on the project size. Next slide. As for my operations cycle, first and foremost, I need to find jobs to bid. So that's the number one step. Usually it involves driving around Denver, looking at job sites, or giving, I know friends and like, hey, we're working on this new project here, there, or somebody like, hey, I saw a new project opening up on the side of I-70, whatever. So finding those jobs to bid, and then I go make job site visits, reach out to appropriate personnel, of course, trying to establish and secure a contract, deal with the specifics and compliance. And then very importantly, secure manpower for the scope of work. I need to make sure that I can, effectively take on what I know more than what I can handle. And delivering services. So then I deliver the services, which is cleaning the day or week of, send out invoice, and then collect payment, and then follow up and for feedback and confirm next for the next job. Next slide. So for my capital needs, so for my company, the biggest expense will be general liability insurance. That runs around $2,000 annually, along with workers' comp insurance, which is around $1,800 annually. That also included in the insurance involves a lot of the auto and other insurance terminology or aspects of it, but that would be the biggest expense. Another expense I'm planning on is marketing. And another one I didn't include in there is basically operation expenses, just like having my cell phone and my truck running, the gas in my truck, since I'm doing all this networking in person. I'm gonna need a lot of gas. And so, yeah, that's gonna be the majority or the bulk of my overhead. And I plan on doing that by personal investment and friends and family. And I might need an arm if I loan. So that's about it. But before I end, I'd really like to add that I truly do love cleaning. I truly love cleaning. I always have. I just never thought that my love of cleaning would grant me so much freedom as it's done. I've gone to school for many years, and but even then I knew that the 9 to 5 just wasn't going to be for me. And once I got into or realized I could make a living out of construction clean, it just changed my whole perspective, and it really opened up a world of opportunities for me and allowed me to be able to quit that 9 to 5 and focus solely on the freedom of being, first of all, doing something I truly love, working with people. I love working with people, and I love being that bridge that connects, the contractor and the employees, and being part of that. So again, I really want to emphasize that I truly love what I do. So yeah, everybody, that was me.
Thank you, Zyra. Appreciate it. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody.
That was amazing.
That's great.
Great job.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So again, if you want to elaborate, is there anything that you want to share about your experience within the boot camp, or just your experience in some of the obstacles in your industry?
I think in regards to the boot camp, a lot of the big bulk of what I thought I was going to be learning, I thought it was going to be completely, it's completely new. But the thing is, the what it's helped out even the most is allowing me to see the things that were right in front of me that I had no idea. So I was like trying to see, all right, what else do I need to do? What do I have to do, without realizing that what I should be focusing on was the most basic foundational part of my company that I thought I already had figured out. So to me, my mentor group has been incredible. And I think that's my biggest takeaway, is the mentorship that has allowed me to really create a strong foundation for something that I thought that I was already doing well on, which again is the most important if I want to keep on moving forward and growing.
I really appreciate that. And thank you again for mentioning the mentors, because it took me a while to understand how much they're actually pitching in, the education that we're all receiving from them, and the load that they're taking off of my plate when they're helping you guys. I love seeing the progress. And again, reviewing the basics is something that I feel personally that everybody can always do from time to time, because we might have a tendency to kind of become complacent and forget, I guess, the main points on how to get there. So thank you for mentioning both of those.
Of course, thank you guys.
Yeah. So I want to introduce Wendy, our next entrepreneur. I'm not sure if we'll have the opportunity for Jarrell to actually join. He's having issues at his hotel with the Wi-Fi. So we'll get Wendy up and running here. Wendy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right.
Hello, everybody. I'm Wendy Grummans. And first of all, I just want to thank you for your time and everyone's efforts in this. It's been a great experience. And as far as about me, I'm the owner and CEO of Funfetti Photo. Funfetti Photo is a fun, memorable experience for special events. And we offer photo booths. It's a photo booth service. And we engage your guests, you and your guests, at your next special occasion, either in person, virtual, or a hybrid of both. And Funfetti photo booths are a fun, unique experience that your guests will remember long after that special occasion. So what is your next Funfetti event coming up? I'd love to speak to you more about that. Next slide, please. So the market environment for the photo booth industry is really interesting. It's really solving a unique and memorable experience for special events. The photo booth captures moments that captured moments through photography at these events, and also engages guests. Photo booths have modernized, and they now require minimal space. So users can leisurely and engage with them. They're independent of a photographer. They can be totally customized to the event, to any budget, and really kind of how much a person wants to put into them as far as like backdrops, props, overlays, and even sharing the end product, the photo, as a print option or as a on social media. The photo booth market itself in 2020 is valued at $100 million US dollars and is expected to reach $1 billion by 2027. Competition in this space are also other companies who are competing for the consumer in the event space. So what that looks like are entertainers, DJs, photographers, party favors. They're all going after that same dollar of the consumer. And potential partners are people also in that event space, such as event planners, event venues, local things happening in the area. And I mean, really in a nutshell, where this industry is going is right now, with everything reopening up and the growth, that even if every photo booth company were to rent out their photo booths, there's still a higher demand that we currently have in our current market. Next slide, please. So the target customer is going to be really a focus on 3 different areas. Direct is, people who are having an event, a wedding, a graduation, a party. Really, right now with reopening, people are just ready to go do something and have fun with it. Indirect are people who plan parties, like event planners, referrals, past customers, people who have maybe experienced this somewhere or want to experience and refer it to a friend. And the other area is corporate. So corporate's a really unique space. They could be HR, individuals, administrative marketing teams who may be trying to engage their employees from a virtual or bringing their employees back into work. And so they want to offer a promotion, or even businesses who are reopening who want to like drive back in customers back to their business. Age group is anywhere from mid-20s to 60s. Ultimately, whoever has that discretionary income for entertainment or a budget for marketing. Our services start at about $500 to $1,000 an event. We're really trying to price it so that we can be there for anybody's event. Next slide, please. So our messaging is that we are a service. We're sleek, we're modern. We do both physical in-event booths, virtuals, and a hybrid of both, which could be a virtual booth with a physical booth with a virtual piece to it. Our pricing starts at $500 to $1,000 a package. And what that looks like is 2 hours for $400 to rent the kiosk, 3 hours for $500, 400, or for 4 hours for $600, or an all-day rental for $1,000 a day. We offer a discount for our repeat customers, as we know that, you know, when people come back to us, they have trust in the experience in our brand, and they also are directly targeting to our target market that we want to reach. I plan on launching in a community focus. For me, my community right now is the Evergreen area, and focusing on the Evergreen Chamber of Commerce, visitor centers in the Idaho Springs and Georgetown area. And our lake up here does a concert series. And then getting into the Mile High Flea Market would be a great day for Sunday activity. And so our message is really funfetti photo booths are a fun, unique experience that guests will remember long after a special occasion. So what is your next Fetty event? Next slide, please. So our marketing action plan, you know, the challenge is getting our leads and getting people to engage with something that they may not be familiar with, or they may have an experience in an older photo booth. So we plan on focusing our efforts in 3 areas. First of all, the equipment is the photo booth you've seen in some of these pictures. It's really high tech, and we'd like to set up and do promo events to drive interest. And some of those events will be like at the Lake Concert Series, the flea market, and then in state at company picnics. And we hope to generate leads out of that to where we can follow up and cold call and then inquire about people who have different events coming up. Marketing tactic number 2 would be to offer a virtual booth for folks who have not experienced that. The image to the right is actually a photo booth that is a virtual booth where users can upload their pictures remotely, and then we can customize that package to a company. We can customize it to an event. And then marketing tactic number 3 would actually just calling on our leads that we get from our events. Our goal here is to actually start booking things that make money, but to get out there, we really got to create some interest in it and just let people really understand what it is. And then also doing some of the cold calling on from our website leads, along with search engine optimization. Next slide, please. So the Operation Big Rocks, you got it. I'm pretty much everything right now, but you know, that's okay, because, you know, I think when I started to wanting to own my own business, I thought, actually, I'm a really hard worker, and I kind of do it all for family and for my job. And I feel like this is the opportunity to do it all, and then also have some great end results from it and have fun building a business. So that's the plan. I'm the CEO, the marketing, sales, operations, IT, admin, photo attendant, and salesperson, obviously. And the what is setting up the equipment, going to these events, actually doing the op cycle, and creating the things on the back end, such as the backgrounds for the events and the overlays and the frames for digital media. And where we plan to launch is in our local community, and then we plan to spread out from there as our leads grow. So next slide, please. And our op cycle, you know, it's really bird's eye view at this point. The biggest thing is acquiring the equipment and learning the software and the equipment, and so that it's, you know, the events run streamly and customers are really getting what they're signing up for, and they're getting the experience that they're going to want to refer their friends and their families back to us. Activity 2 is creating and building a brand. What really sets us apart from other photo booth companies, it's the experience, the equipment, and the ease of service, and also the trust in the service. It's a big event sometimes for a lot of folks. And then also just branding that through dynamic website content, like updating the site, adding up galleries from events that we've done, and putting testimonials in there to drive people to want to come back to our website. And activity 3 is delivering pricing plans, proposals, and contracts. When people are maybe not quite in both fee, is working with them to understand what is the hang up. Is the budget, is it a little too big for the budget? Is there other companies that they're considering, and really using those also as tools to drive that operation cycle. And activity 4 is just booking promo and marketing events. That's kind of like getting out there, showing the equipment off. Part of the things is we can print out photos and frame it with our logo, so that when people take it at home, they go, "Oh, I was at the lake. Who was that company? It's Funfetti Photo." And maybe they're like, "Yeah, we're having a 50th birthday party. Let's call them up and see if it's something that we can do." And then creating that customized experience for folks, whether it's through putting logos or backgrounds, or bringing out props specialized to their event, and then following with any leads we get from our promo events, and then moving the cycle into booking events that actually generate revenue to cover our operation expenses. And then tracking our financials. How are we doing? How are we growing? And then creating standard operating procedures so that this whole business can eventually hand the torch on to employees, and then I sit back into the management side and either grow it with more photo booths, or grow it with more employees, or even maybe down the road franchise. I think that's it. Oh, this is the best slide. So this slide is actually a lot like the photo booth we have. The only difference is mine doesn't spit money out at you. But this is the capital needs. So we need money to get our kiosk, to get all the equipment that takes to put up an event, which is like the backdrops, the computer that runs the actual photo booth, our wireless printers, backup batteries, props, outdoor tents. And, that comes in around $8,000. And so what I'm thinking is that either the photo booth company that makes this the vendor does financing. So I think the biggest piece of this I'm going to take on with them. And thank God my phone bill lets me pay them in payments. Maybe throw the computer on there, and seeking a small loan from $1,000 to $2,000 for our MMFI for the other miscellaneous items needed to actually start doing events. And so with that, once again, I'm Wendy, and I just want you all to know that I am ready to start this business.
Love it. Give her a round of applause.
Great job.
Good job,
Very nice
Wendy.
job.
Yeah, Wendy.
Good job, Wendy.
Thank you. I was nervous, sorry.
We couldn't even tell. You're a natural. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. And also, I like the uniqueness of your photo booth. It doesn't look like the traditional booth. And I really think that's a great promotional item for you.
Well, and the one thing I forgot to mention in my presentation is it really is a business that once the event is set up, you can drop the booth. It is self-engaging, where the interface, people can run it and it will walk them through it. So you don't need an attendant there. And I think there's other photo booths that don't have attendants, but some like a person there directing people, because that creates a different environment sometimes at events that are just family or very special moment. And then also, if you don't have the attendant, are your users confused? Like, can I pick up the prop, or where is the photographer? Can I touch that? Or what do I do next? And that's what I really liked about the equipment for this particular booth, other than the fact that I thought it gave you money.
Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. So we're just giving the mentoring teams one last moment real quick to finish up the surveys. But after everybody's done, we'll have an opportunity to do the breakout rooms, and it'll give everybody an option to chat with an entrepreneur. Once again, you guys could, talk about the businesses, talk about the presentations, give verbal feedback, and share ideas and suggestions. Also, networking. a really big part of this. So exchanging contact information so that you guys can get in touch with each other, the mentoring teams and the entrepreneurs alike. So let me double check and make sure we are ready to, do we have the breakout rooms established, everybody?
We do.
Okay.
Emily, you're welcome to share, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I think Ramalis really covered it really well. I think it's a really nice opportunity to just get some verbal feedback and encouragement, share ideas and suggestions. And as he had said, also like networking, just getting to know each other. We miss doing it in person, and so taking advantage of it whenever we can virtually is also awesome. Thank you, Monique, for my Zoom quit on me, and so I was trying to get back in. I had the breakout rooms ready to go, and Monique quickly created them while I got back on my phone. So thanks a lot to Monique and Ramalis.
If somebody ends up on Pluto, that means I didn't do it right.
That's all right. You'll all be sent into breakout rooms. You'll probably have to accept the invitation into a breakout room. And then we will close at 7:40. So spend the next 15 minutes talking in your group. If you do want to come back out and chat with somebody else, or you didn't get a chance to speak with an entrepreneur that you really want to speak with, you can always reach out to Ramalis or another RMFI staff member and we can connect you. But would love to spend the next 15 minutes in those breakout rooms. And then when you're ready to head out for the night, you can close out. Thanks so much for an awesome evening. Really great job, entrepreneurs.
Yeah, you guys did fantastic. And I'm looking forward to just growing with you guys. So we're going to get these breakout rooms going. And if some tech issue happens, just shoot me a message directly. Okay. All right. I'm going to press go. Let's see. Okay. It looks like everyone's still there. No one's moving into the ether. Here we go. At this particular point, I clicked open breakout rooms and it didn't do anything. So are you guys getting a message at all?
Look like a few people disappeared, but I'm not too sure.
It's happening.
I'm trying
You're
to
seeing the
break
breakout
out.
room, Sarah?
Who's going to be left?
How do I break out?
It should pop up on your screen saying like, go to breakout room, and you have to accept it.
Okay.
But let us know if it's not happening for you.
Not happening.
It's not happening for me.
All right.
And also, do we disconnect the YouTube live at this point?
Somehow YouTube kept going even though my Zoom quit. So I have no idea how to end it now. So that's something that I'm going to figure out. But it kept going even though my Zoom quit.
It could be because I'm on my phone. So maybe I'll switch to my computer and see if I can break out more effectively.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. We appreciate it.
All right. So we're going to have to make someone else the host because this is not working. I just don't
Are they
know.
not working right, Monique?
No. I have everybody assigned, but it's like, I don't know how to get people. I mean, I just don't know what's next. I thought when you click open breakout rooms, it should.
Sorry. Don't worry. Yeah. So why don't you try to make someone else host, and we'll see if they can see the same ones. Can you do it to Emily so that she can turn off YouTube? Emily, do you care if I put you on?
I am on my phone and I just don't think I can try.